Probably I would think 24, 25 years. I've been started out initially with a couple years of being on skis because it was just right around the time where snowboarding was even being developed. And like one of my first boards was like a Powder Stick, which was a company out of Calgary at the time. So back when they had like the old barfoot snowboards and the old Sims and shredders and stuff, it was pretty budget for sure, but it was got you out on the hill. It was fun. The way I found the culture's changed is it's way more accepted. Like when we were first into snowboarding, there was even between skiing and snowboarding, there was clashes. Like there wasn't a friendly kind of buddy kind of situation between skiing and snowboarding. It was more they didn't like each other. So if you snowboarded, you're part of one community. If you skied, you're part of the other community. But there wasn't really a lot of crossover. So snowboarding wasn't as accepted. I didn't think at that time, and now it's like a 50-50 thing, and it's way more accepted, like in the mainstream community too. Like just even with fashion, like before you wouldn't wear, like you wouldn't wear probably a lot of people like in that like well my age category now, like wouldn't wear hoodies, wouldn't wear flat brim hats, wouldn't wear beanies kind of thing. Where now like you're seeing it as like that's just an accepted fashion all over the place. And there's a lot of new companies now that are making better product too, that are like for the wider skis and stuff that the skins are working better. Within 20 years, the just technology, fashion, everything to do with that kind of like culture is really grown. What it's done is it's softened that rivalry between skiing and snowboarding, which I like. I don't think that you needed to have like snowboarders versus skiers, because they're within your own sport. You're doing just as good of things between skiing and snowboarding. So I think it's good being a little bit more mainstream for sure. I think that it might go back more to free riding and guys using split boards to go out and build more of their own personal jumps and stuff, and maybe not necessarily being as dedicated to just riding park laps on the chair. That might be a direction where it's going more, is more backcountry use of natural terrain. I think maybe they need to bring back more style and kind of steez instead of pushing for more spins and more different inverts and that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think slack country is kind of a good word for it. Like I think there's more and more people now that are just going to venture out into building POW jumps and just doing hikes out back and exploring a little bit more than staying right in the hill. So like I think natural terrain out there there's a lot of fun stuff, and I think that they definitely are going to explore further back out to different faces that way. Oh, she's a shredder for sure. Like she rides like the guys do, she is one of the people that progressed and pushed the limits all the time and rode in every contest and traveled around BC, was really motivated. Like I think to be a athlete in snowboarding or skiing, you have to be really self-motivated, because it's easy just to stay in one spot, ride at one hill and hit a couple of your local events and just rip out. But to take your riding to a next level where she's at, where she's getting like top ranked event invites and stuff, you have to be definitely self-motivated for sure.